And here we are. Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mason from Mason Works Marketing here on Conscious Business Zone today with Erin Sell. Hi, Erin. How are you?
Hi, Kathy. I'm great. How are
Oh,
you?
great. Well, we're going to have coffee and tea together today. Here's my cup. Here's yours.
I know, and
Yeah.
I like your cup better.
Well, mine's more like a bucket. So you have to. It's actually for training. That way I can.
Right, right. It's like you're weightlifting every morning.
Well, yeah, and the rest of it is I'm sitting here spreading. So anyway, well, everyone, I wanted you to meet Erin because she has done the most incredible job for the past, I don't know how many years, I know of 3 years, I think, doing the Social Media Day Denver event. And if you are in this area, if you're in the Denver, Boulder, Colorado area, this is an event that you do not want to miss. She has done a magnificent job of bringing in incredible people to teach. And I'm a social media person and I try to come every year. So Erin, tell us about how did
Mhm.
you get started doing this? I mean, you've got the leadership role. Yikes.
Yeah. So I have to like go back a
Okay.
few years.
Okay.
So first off,
How many
I what?
how many years are you going back?
Well, let's say like 6.
Okay. Wow.
So many years ago, I was corporate America for ever and ever. And 6 years ago, a little over 6 years ago, I left corporate. I had gone through some life stuff, as most people do, that end up being entrepreneurs, I think. Um, so I left corporate. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. I had forever and ever wanted to go travel to Europe. And so I basically booked a ticket to Europe to go for the very first time by myself. And I went for 6 weeks. I'm still surprised I stayed after like my first couple nights there. I was ready to just come back. But
Uh-huh.
I ended up staying and it was the best experience of my life. But so then when I got back here, I was like, okay, now what am I going to do with the rest of my life? I was planning on working for a friend of mine who he has a telecommunications company, and that was part of my past life. And I did that for a few months and I was like, this isn't what I want to do. And I had been volunteering for a nonprofit doing their social media.
Uh-huh.
And my background was I have an undergrad in marketing and management, and then I have an MBA in marketing.
Okay.
And because I was doing all this work in social media, a friend of mine, I was always being asked for help with social media. So I thought, shoot, why not start my own business helping other people with their social media? So that's how my company was born,
Oh,
which is
wow.
socially powered. And when I was just getting started, I was looking for events locally that I could attend to learn and meet other people and network and all that good stuff. And what I found was that all these social media day events were happening around the country, yet Denver didn't have anything. Everything that I was finding online, it was like, a business would have like they would celebrate social media day internally, but there was no event, no like big event that was happening.
Party. You make a party. Are you kidding?
Right. So I felt at that time I was too new. I didn't know enough people. And I was like, well, I can't do this now, but eventually I'm going to get to a point that I'm just going to create it. If nobody's done it by the time I'm ready, I'm just going to do it.
Cool.
So fast forward to today. This will be our 4th year
Ah,
doing social media day on a
cool.
bigger scale here in Denver. So yeah.
Well, I didn't get to go to the first one, but I went to the second one. I didn't get to go to the third one, but I'm going to the fourth one. So
Okay.
I kind of not making, I've not been able to go to all of them, but you guys, the event that Erin puts on is so fantastic. It's like getting a small, not a master's degree, but this is, she has collected some of the top people in the field in that we are lucky that live here.
A lot of them, yes, yeah.
A lot of them live here that want to play, and they want to share the cool stuff they're working on, not the old dusty, oh yeah, I knew that. This is like, this is working right now, which is the game part I like. It's like, just tell me the cliff notes and tell me what's working now, because things are in such flux that you can't pinpoint. Well, you have to be open to everything new changing.
Well, and that's just it. In the social media world, it's pretty much every day you wake up and there's something that has changed somewhere. It's a constant battle of, okay, well, what's new today?
Yeah, I actually like that. That's why I like doing it. And I like teaching it, is that I'm a constant learner. And I would get so bored if everything was so static, like direct mail and all that other things. So I want you to know that Zach's here, Angie's here, and Jade's here. I don't know who else. There's a couple other people. Zach says, what are some of your success stories, and what tracking metrics do you use to partition the social media contribution?
I'm a little confused by that question.
Well, Zach, we'll get back to that, because I want to talk more. Zach, I love that you're here, and thank you. But we're going to talk about some of the cool people that are coming to Social Media Day, because that might help answer. When you ask about success stories and tracking metrics, that would be one platform. We are talking about 8 or more platforms. And we are talking about specialists that know the cool new stuff that's working right now in every platform that Erin has put on stage. And all you have to do is show up and listen and have fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that.
So do you want to talk about who's coming?
Don't you?
I do.
You did a great job. Don't you want to brag? I mean, my gosh, you did a great job, Erin.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm super excited about our lineup this year. So we have Joel Combs coming back. This will be his 3rd year being a part of it. And he's actually kind of a little bit of a catalyst for Social Media Day happening. When I was kind of like, the thoughts were rolling around in my head, our mutual friend, Sabrina Risley, he was planning. I don't know if you have heard of this event, and we haven't been doing it. We haven't done it since I started Social Media Day, but he used to do social media shenanigans.
Right. I follow everything, Joel. So, right. Yeah. And I have every book I followed. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so he was planning here, he wanted to plan another shenanigans, and he needed help. So Sabrina said, you need to talk to Joel. And so then I helped him plan the last shenanigans that he did, which was a few years ago with Pat Flynn. And so we did that together. And then I was like, okay, so you have to help me with Social Media Day. And you have to be there next year, because he couldn't be there the first year we did it, because he had already committed to San Diego's Social Media Day. And they overlapped. So basically I was like, okay, I'll help you do this, but next year you have to be at my Social Media Day. And then I've just kind of roped him in every year since then.
Well, he was a lot of fun. See, I got his stuff right here even.
Oh yeah.
I got that.
All my stuff is like all over the place.
That's right. Well, Joel Comm has written so many books, and I mean, I have an old Twitter book that must be 10 years old. So he was on top of it. And the reason I'm on Be Live, honestly, is because of Joel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And just a little shout out there. Be Live is actually one of our sponsors.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're on it. And I use it for Conscious Business Zone.
Yeah. And we'll be on our page, the Social Media Day Denver page, at 1:00 today with 2 of our speakers. Andrea Vall, who's here local,
Yeah.
and she's going to be doing a workshop, a 90-minute workshop on creating your first Facebook ad. So if you want to learn about Facebook ads, then sign up for Andrea's workshop, and basically you'll walk away knowing how to create ads.
Yeah.
And then we'll also be on with Scott Ayers, who is with Agora Pulse, another one of our sponsors. If you haven't heard of them, Agora Pulse is a great, I hate to say scheduling platform because it's so much more than that. It's more of like an engagement building. It lets you see insights. It's, in my opinion, is like Hootsuite or Buffer or any of those scheduling tools, but on steroids, because it's so much better and it gives you such great information. But anyway, Scott's going to be speaking at the event, and he's going to be busting 10 social media myths. So that's exciting.
Good.
Yeah.
So you got, and Kim Garst.
Kim will be back. Kim was at our second year.
Yeah, I saw her then.
Yeah, and then she was supposed to be there last year, but she ended up getting food poisoning.
Oh no.
And couldn't make it out here. So we're happy to have Kim back again this year.
Well, and tell a little bit about Kim, because Kim has a very, I mean, Andrea is a comedian. Andrea Vall is a comedian and a speaker and a Facebook expert, or a social media expert. Yep. And she actually has a school to teach you how to be a social media manager. But right now she's talking a lot about Facebook ads, Andrea. And Andrea's, because she's a comedian, she just is up there like having fun with you. It's entertaining. Yeah. Kim is more Southern, sweet. She's just adorable.
Yes, I love Kim.
Yeah, I mean,
well, I love them all. I
know, but I'm trying to give people a different. So it's not all rah, let's go get them, boys. It's like, how do you serve? How do you serve? How do you reach the people and really make a difference? And that's what my niche is getting people out there. So that's why I wanted you to explain their persona a little bit, if you could, because I think they're all so different and they're all doing such incredible work.
Right. Well, and so Kim's going to be talking about building a wildly profitable Facebook group. And I know one of the things that, like what you said about Kim, is that part of who Kim is that she is all about how you serve your audience. It's not about, it's not about thinking about yourself and what's in it for me. It's about what's in it for them and how you can help people and
authentically. This is not, even though she always, her makeup's always perfect, her hair is always perfect. She's so authentic and real, and that's actually what, if you would ask about any of your lineup, I would say you've collected people that are masters, but they're authentically in service.
Oh, for sure. And I just have to tell a little story about Kim, just because, Kim and Andrea were both people that I would say, like, they were mentors for me. They didn't probably know it at the time, but when I was first getting started, they were the people that I learned from and looked up to. And so I started going to social media marketing world. I guess it would have been 6 years ago. 5 years. Well, this year, 2020 will be my 6th year. So I don't know how that math works, but anyway, I remember meeting both of them, and just, they were who they are online. They were exactly what I expected them to be. And that's not fake. I mean, I know them outside of, like that first meeting. Now I actually know them and call them friends. And, we were in Florida at a conference, and Kim, oh my God, bless her heart, she drove an hour and ended up in this like torrential downpour to come have dinner with Joel and I that were there for this conference. And it's pouring rain outside, and I'm messaging Kim. I'm like, oh my, and she's like, had to pull over to find us. And yeah, it was this, I'm just, yeah.
Well, no, so you know that these relationships, this is family.
Yeah.
That's what I want the listeners to know too, is what Erin's done is she's put together this group of people that in some ways, some of them are competitors, but you would never, ever feel that. You would never feel that they're doing anything about except sharing their excitement and their enthusiasm so that you can benefit. I mean, these people are amazing. Amazing.
100%. It's all about building each other up, supporting each other, sharing tips. Yeah, I don't ever view these people as competition.
Right. And I don't think they're there to do that either. They're there because they want to learn. I mean, I went to a event in LA last year in October called Vid Summit. And it started, Daryl.
I'm going to that this year.
Oh, you're so lucky. I don't think I get to go this year. It was so amazing. And your event is like that, a mini version. Vid Summit started with 80 people like 6 years ago. And last year it was 1,500 people. And it was 1,500 people that all, no ego. They were sharing equipment. They were sharing what works.
Yep.
They were up on stage as the keynote and then sitting in the audience later, taking notes, just like right next to me.
Yep.
That's what you've created in a mini version of it here. That's why I'm so excited to share it, is that, hey, this is conscious business. This is our future.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. So who else we got? I'm just looking over here at my list.
Well, you got the water guy again. Do you want to talk about that?
Yes. So Ken Surratt is the founder of Water is Life. And for those of you that don't know, Water is Life, they are basically helping bring water to people that don't have clean drinking water all over the world. Ken is an amazing person. So Water is Life is a part of New Age Beverage, which is located here in Denver, and they are providing us with water for the event. And what we do every year is, so we have giveaways throughout the day. And I don't have it with me, but Ken has this it's a cool little device that you dip your credit card in, and it will automatically give a donation. So I don't remember. I think it does he sets it for a certain amount. So you can like dip a few times and donate whatever amount you want. But all that money goes back to Water is Life. So if you dip your credit card, then you get more entries into the giveaways. So we're trying to, raise money for Water is Life.
Oh, okay. So, and is that the only nonprofit that you have at the event this year?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I think the year you were there, we had one other nonprofit.
Well, but I got a free headshot. Which again, I was having a weird hair day, so oh well. But
so we are working on that. I haven't got a confirmation if we're going to be able to do that or not. I'm thinking if it happens, it might be at the after party.
Oh, okay.
Which isn't necessarily ideal because then you've been there all day and you're not like looking your
right. And for a couple drinks, you might look better. Who knows?
Oh, true. You never know.
Well, I know you have Deborah Jansen, who's a friend of mine, speaking.
Deborah Jason. Yep, she's going to do a fun little afternoon activity, Dance to Success. If you have two left feet, which is funny. I have this because so this is
that's her book. Yeah, I have her
book, which I just love. She was supposed to be on our live last week. I don't remember, but I had this all prepped and ready for her, and then she had we had tech issues, so I think she's going to be on maybe Tuesday next week.
Yeah, she's got a great personality. Again, very giving, very loving person, and in service, but happy, a very happy, joyful person.
Yes,
that's fun to be with. Yeah. Okay, so I'm looking at who else is here. I want to learn about Instagram and the face and LinkedIn Live. So you've got Jenny Fink.
So Jenny's going to be doing another workshop on Instagram. And if you don't know Jenny, so it's funny. Jenny and I got connected maybe 2 years ago. So, and she had reached out to me because I was doing social media day and she was thinking about doing a conference. And she is actually doing a conference that I believe it's her second year doing it. It's called Fuel Your Influence, and it's this weekend. It's the 21st.
Wow.
But I think it's sold out. I think she maxed out. So I'm pretty sure if you wanted to check it out, it's a blogging conference. And Carrie Gottschalk, who's helping me with Social Media Day, will be speaking there. I'm trying to think who else is speaking there. I know Nick Scott is speaking there, she spoke at last year's Social Media Day. I'm not sure who else, but anyway, Jenny.
People to know these people are like masters at their craft. This is not people that just took a course and went, I can do it.
Right. Yep. No.
These are some of them are the who's who in the field. Okay, so Jenny, so I got to meet Jenny. So yep. And Jamie Cohen.
Yeah, so Jamie and I actually just met a few months ago, actually. Okay. So she spoke at Social Media Week Lima with a whole bunch of people I know. Huh?
There is one?
Yeah. Lima, Ohio.
Oh.
And so Jessica Phillips does that event. And I'm trying to think who all was there. I know Chad Ia Peterson, who will be speaking at our event. I'm trying to think who else was there. Oh my gosh. Brian Fanzo, Jennifer Watson, Damian Ross, Mia Voss, I think Brian Kramer. And all of these people have either attended or spoke or emceed or something for Social Media Day. So anyway, she was at this event. Everybody was talking about, oh, well, you live in Denver. You have to meet Erin. She does Social Media Day. So we connected. And when I talked to her, I was like, oh my God, we have to get you to be a part of this. Wonderful. So she's doing some awesome stuff on LinkedIn. She's one of the first to get the LinkedIn Live. So she's going to be talking about that at Social Media Day.
I don't know. I've got like 12,000 people on my LinkedIn, but I don't think I can do live yet.
Yeah. I don't know
how you get to it.
I don't even know how you get it. I saw something the other day. Somebody
got to come. We've got to come and learn, because rather than you trying to search the internet and try to read the fine print on LinkedIn, which is owned by Microsoft, good luck. Just come to an event like this and have a specialist go do this, and this, and you're on. Right.
I think it might be a little bit harder with LinkedIn. I think you have to get approval, or they look at it. I don't know if they're releasing it.
They might be beta. She might be beta. Well, that's okay. Yeah. I'll be first in line when it's ready.
Right. Yeah. I actually only know a couple people that have access to the LinkedIn Live, and that's Jamie. And then I know Chris Strub has it, who spoke at last year's.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So Phil Mershon, is he? I don't know. I know Social Media Examiner, but I don't know Phil.
So that's probably because Phil is the coordinator. He's the event planner for social media.
Oh, wow.
So he's the man behind that. He's making it happen. So that's probably why you don't know Phil. But Phil is amazing. And again, like, speaking of people that, just give their heart, that's Phil. I love Phil. So I'm super excited to have
everybody a little bit about Social Media Examiner, so that, because I know all about it, but would you explain?
Yeah.
It's a great resource.
So Social Media Examiner is, in my opinion, it's the number one resource for anything you want to know about social media. I know, like, again, going back to when I first started, and I still do it today, if I need an answer regarding something social media, that is the first place that I go to.
Website.
And so Social Media Examiner is the host of Social Media Marketing World, which is the largest social media conference. It happens in San Diego every year. I believe this will be their 8th year doing it. They actually just launched yesterday to get signed up. It's March 1st through 3rd. It's kind of weird dates this year. I believe it starts on a Sunday, which normally it starts on like a Thursday.
Oh, wow.
So it's a little different this year. Highly, highly recommend. I mean, Social Media Marketing World is what I based Social Media Day on.
Of course, you can see that you got some of the finest people that are on that platform on yours.
Correct.
So that's what I mean, you guys. If you can't go to a big event in San Diego, and where it will be a lot of people, if you can go to Social Media Day Denver, you will benefit, because a lot of the experts that are at all those other events.
Right.
Erin has collected some of the best people in the world, well, in the country that I know of.
Yep.
They said they're my people I follow. So, and I've been doing this 12 years or something. Oh my God. Anyway, my business is 19 years of doing marketing.
Wow.
So yeah, I took the plunge out of corporate 19 years ago.
That's
awesome. Yeah, still here to talk about it. Crazy, right? Huh? Yeah. So okay. So anybody else you want to share about?
So I want to just talk about a couple other people, only because one of the things that I really tried to do this year is focus on people here locally. So in the past, we've had a lot of people come in from all over the world, and I felt like we have a ton of like
amazing
experts and awesome people here in Denver. And I thought I really want to feature some of those people this year, not just like the big names from, the social media world. So like Connor Dube I'm not sure how old Connor is, but I know he's been in business for many years. He was on our live the other day, and I think he said he started his first business when he was 8 years old.
Oh, he looks like he's still that young.
Right. But so I'm excited. He's doing amazing things, and he's going to talk about the secrets of high dollar sales through social media. So that's exciting. We've got Carrie Gottschalk, who I mentioned. She spoke last year on chatbots, and she's helping me with the event this year. And she's going to be doing two things. She's going to speak in the main session on chatbots, and then she's also going to do a workshop on chatbots. So if you want to learn how to create a chatbot, then sign up for Carrie's workshop, and you'll be able to walk away with a chatbot built.
Wow, I don't know how to do that at all.
Which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
We've also got Felicia Jones, who I have spoken at the same event as Felicia, and I've seen her speak, and I'm really excited. She's fantastic, and she actually just started a new thing. She's always been like the budgetologist, talking about finances and your budget, but she basically what she has done is, from creating the budgetologist and getting herself on stages, she created a second business that is how to get yourself on stages. So as many of you know, if you want to be known as an expert, one of the ways that you do that is by speaking on stages. And so she's going to be sharing marketing to build authority on stage.
That's fabulous. Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. I mentioned Chad.
Yeah.
So Chad creates videos. Chad has been at our event. This will be his third year. And one of the things that he's going to, so he's going to be doing two things too. He's going to be doing a session on creating content from stuff that you didn't even know you had. So basically what he will be talking about is just turn that video camera on and see what you get and how you can repurpose that content.
Wow.
And for those of you who know Chad or don't know Chad is hilarious and fun. And I don't know if you have, I think, Kathy, you probably, you may have seen the video of him doing the airport pickup with Chocolate Johnny. Do you
Yeah.
remember that from 2
Yeah.
years ago?
You did that?
So Chad is known for doing airport pickups. And so he picked up Chocolate Johnny from the airport 2 years ago, and he was dressed as an Oompa Loompa because Chocolate Johnny has a chocolate factory in Australia, and he does stories with, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
Right.
Factory. So it made the news. Like he's still on, like it will pop up stuff of like infamous airport pickups.
Right.
So Chad is also going to be emceeing for us.
Oh, great. So we don't know what to expect there.
No, he did promise me he would keep his shirt on, so we're excited about that.
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
Who is Luke?
So I'm going to talk about Luke in a second. I'm excited to share with Luke. But before I do that, I want to talk quickly about Greg. Okay. So Greg Hickman is a local business owner. He's amazing. He really does a lot with systems and funnels and putting processes in place in your business so that you are able to do more business with less headache and less time on your part. So I'm super excited to see what Greg has to share with us.
Great. That sounds perfect.
Okay. And then now let's talk about Luke. So Luke Wyckoff, I just love this, how sometimes things just all come together in the right way. So Luke and I met, I don't even know how many years ago, probably like 5 years ago, something like that. And I actually was a contractor for Luke. Luke owns one of the very first Denver social media agencies called Social Media Energy. And so, I did work for Luke years ago. Luke hired interns from Metro State University, which is where Social Media Day is being held this year.
Oh, full cycle.
Yeah. So Luke hires interns. I am friends with those interns because we all work together. And so a couple years ago, I had reached out to one of those interns she had graduated from MSU. And I said, hey, are there any professors or anybody that you could connect me with at Metro State? I'd like to see about how we could work together, get, more students to come to last year's event. I think it was last year's event. And so we connected. She connected me with the professor. Well, we had conversations. It didn't work out for us to do anything last year because timing wise. Well, so then we had, kept in touch. And earlier this year, she had reached out to me about something. And I was like, hey, we should talk about Social Media Day. And so we started talking, and I said, how can we work together? And then we had more conversations. She brought more people in, and lo and behold, we're hosting the event at Metro State.
Right.
So I'm working through everything, and then, thinking of our speaker list and who we are going to invite. And I thought, what better way to, close that circle than to invite Luke, who basically is the whole reason any of this happened. So I'm super excited to have Luke be our closing keynote. And, for those of you that don't know Luke, he is an amazing speaker, and he speaks all over the world. Yeah. So it's going to be good.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm looking on the list to see if there's anybody else. Jean Ginsburg and Laura, but
Oh,
Jean Ginsburg.
so Jean is going to be. How did I miss Jean on here? Oh, because she was at the beginning. Wait.
She's
Am I
at the
kidding me?
bottom of the.
So Jean, it's another funny story. So Jean and I actually hadn't met. We just met like a couple months ago, but we were connected on LinkedIn. So, it all goes back to social media. And she had reached out to me and said, hey, I'm hearing about social media day. I'd love to chat with you and see, if there's a way for us to work together. And so I met with Jean and we talked, and here she is. She's going to do our workshop on content and copy. So basically, it's how to get more out of what you've already created. So it'll be a lot of repurposing and, tips and tricks for making the most of what you're putting out there.
Wow. So,
Um,
Erin, I just have to say, I just have to thank you over and over again for this work. You can tell it's a labor of love, but this is a tremendous amount of work. I put together small events, classes and trainings that are, weekend long, and with usually one or two people speaking. This is a tremendous amount of work. How do you do all this? I mean, that would be a conversation in itself. How do you keep your business running and do all this? I mean, these are all pros, but there's a lot of juggling to
there is
get.
a lot of juggling for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say it gets a little bit easier as, I try to set up processes and pull stuff from last year so I'm not recreating the wheel.
Uh-huh.
So that helps. We do actually have an intern this year that's helping us, that's from Metro State. So she's helping us with all of our posting.
Uh-huh.
And that's one of the things that we're doing with Metro State. So if you are a business owner and you're looking for help, one of the ways that this partnership is working is you can talk to interns at the event, or
Cool.
get connected with Metro State to see about hiring interns for your business. So I definitely would highly recommend. You can't have my intern because I've already.
I'm trained her and I'm keeping her.
Yeah, no, she's been amazing to work with.
So
But
cool.
there's, they're gonna. In fact, we have a call this afternoon. I'm trying to figure out how many students we will have there, but they have social media classes and marketing classes and all that are going on, and those students will be at the event for you to talk to. And if you find somebody, then you could either bring them in as an intern or hire them or whatever. We're trying to connect the students with the business owners here in Denver.
That's so cool. Well, I want to say hi. Mia Voss is on. Just haven't written anything. So write something, Mia. And Glenn Palladino and Pamela Jane Gerard's on. And there's a whole bunch of my buddies are on here. So
nice.
Elsie's here. Thank you guys. And Angie. So thank you guys and Zach for being here. But as far as you, I mean, you can still juggle all your business and do this. It's like monumental.
Yeah, well, I have help. I have help, that's for sure. It's a lot, but
well, the reason I was asking is it appears that all of these people are pros, and that you wouldn't have that much going back and forth once they made a commitment and you told them what to do, that they would do it, and you could put them on a schedule of, hey, this is when you email blast your list, this is the content. And is that about true, that these people are sharp enough
for sure,
want to play?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that makes it different.
Yeah, that helps for sure.
Yeah.
We're not dealing with people that are don't know what they're doing on
Well, or that they don't, they already have a following, so it's a win, 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 win. You're bringing your people, they're bringing their people, and so it's actually, that's what I was saying about what I saw in LA, is there was an ego. It wasn't a competition. It was this collaboration, which is what I think we're going to as more conscious businesses of sharing, because everybody has a gift. Everybody has their little spark of excitement and energy about whatever their interest is. And when they share it, it's like this sincere place. It's not like, here it is, go buy my book. It's
Right.
There's none of that. In fact, they forget to even say that. Mm-hmm. So the second year that you did it, I got to get some equipment from I got a light for my phone.
From Archon Mounts.
Yeah, are you gonna do anything like that again?
We don't have anything like that.
Yeah, that mine's somewhere over there. Yeah.
We don't have anybody like that. Our sponsors primarily this year are more platform based. So no equipment. Yeah, we've got.
I just thought I'd ask because there's a lot of times that you'll get a hit that this is something you need to do, and then if it's right there, it's done. That's all.
Well, we are planning. We will have some books. So, and in fact, I need to probably tell all the speakers that have books, if they want to bring them, they can. So we'll have some books. I'm sure Joel will bring some of his new books. I'll tell. I have Deborah's right here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Bring some of hers. I know Kim has books. She hasn't, I don't think she's done any new ones, but and Andrea has books.
Courses or something. I mean, this isn't a pitch fest, you guys. This is a lot of these functions you go to, and it's, they're just giving you a little preview so you buy the rest of it. This isn't what these people are doing.
No. And that's actually one of the things that I specifically pick people for the event that aren't going to pitch. Now, that being said, it doesn't mean, so I'm going to pitch for Andrea only because I know Andrea has, she has her Facebook ads course.
Right.
And I believe it launches, like she opens and closes, right? Like it's open for like a couple weeks. And I think I saw it opens on the September 26th. So, and it would still be open during social media day. So like, if you go see Andrea's Facebook ads and you want to get into her course, then by all means do that. But she's not going to be in the Facebook ads workshop being like, buy my course, buy my course.
Right. Nobody does any of that. In fact, you're kind of going, well, I just you kind of see who's your teacher. That you can listen to their voice and not fall asleep.
Right. Which is funny. Oh my gosh. I was telling Vivica last year. So I can't even remember who it is, and I wouldn't say their name, but I had bought a course early on when I started my business and was, just really diving deep. And there were a few people. So Vivica taught in this, Andrea taught in this. I don't remember if Kim did or not, but there was one person that taught in this, that it was that I was falling asleep. I was like, I can't listen to this. It was so bad. And I don't even remember what they were speaking on. That's how bad it was. So yeah, there's definitely that. You have to find the person that resonates with you. And this helps you do that. It either the person or the topic that you need to, learn about.
Right. Well, so for brand new people, there are social media days all over the country, although ours is the best, of course. But what you'll find is that if you aren't doing any social media, it's a little overwhelming until it isn't, because it's pieces of the puzzle, and you'll just be getting these pieces and realize, but you don't have to do it all at once. That's the other part of it, is just pick Facebook or just pick Instagram or just pick YouTube. Just pick one platform, or there's more, Twitter and LinkedIn, but just pick one and get your feet wet there and get an audience there, and then go to the next. You don't have to spread yourself really thin and get a high anxiety over it. It's supposed to be fun.
Right.
I think it is. I think it is. I mean, I laugh out loud what sometimes on my Facebook. I mean, I'm working here and nobody can hear me. Well, my neighbors probably can't, but I in my office, I'm just sitting here laughing out loud half the time. Like, that's so clever.
Right.
Right.
So I was just going to say, I mean, that is one of the things at Social Media Day that you get is the fact that like the speakers will be there and they're happy to talk with you. It's not like you said at the beginning. It's not like a stuffy event that like a speaker goes on stage and then you never see them again.
Right.
They're there at the event. The only person who's I think not going to be there all day is unfortunately Luke. And that's because he had prior commitments. And so he won't be there until later in the afternoon, but he will be there. And, you know.
But these people all enjoy each other, help each other. They're there to serve. They're there to answer your questions. There isn't a stupid question. They've been where you were originally, or they help people like where you are every day. So there's no judgment. You don't feel like that there is a stupid question. And when you're starting out, that's really important. And that the information is in sound bites, kind of. It's not, they chunk it down so that you don't have to be overwhelmed. Right. I mean, I remember Joel Comm did 2 years ago, he did one that was talking about repurposing all your content, which is what you mentioned too. Yeah. And I mean, where, you do one video, it turns into an audio, it turns into a Facebook post, a LinkedIn post, a Twitter post now. I mean, and all of this, it can go on your blog. If you can transcribe it and make a paragraph for it, or just put the raw footage, like even
an article, make an IGTV.
Well,
we can go on and on and on.
I know, but think of that. That's where those ideas, I've been doing it. I mean, and it was I probably knew to do it, but I wasn't doing it until I heard him say that. And I was like, oh yeah, that's really easy. So after we're done with this conversation, I share it everywhere. And then I put it up on YouTube. So I repurpose this. Right. So yeah, I think it's brilliant to do that.
Well, and then on top of that, you tag who's in it, and then they share it, and that helps you get even more reach.
Right. So, it's all goodness. It's all this. That's
yeah. So I did want to say we got these fun little.
Oh, cool.
We got new stickers this year.
Oh, cool.
Thanks to sponsor shout out, Sticker Giant.
So Erin, if you have yourself on the page as a speaker, are you going to get to speak, or you usually help coordinate everything? And
I will actually be speaking this year. Yeah. The year you were there, I emceed.
Right.
And then last year, Joel emceed, I spoke, and then I'm speaking again this year. So I'm going to do a session on Instagram. It'll be different than what Jenny's doing. So Jenny's doing a more in-depth 90-minute workshop. I did want to mention, so a couple things. If you purchase the workshops, you automatically get VIP. Okay. So the VIP ticket option gives you, like, you get, you don't have to wait in line to get registered on the day. We're doing a VIP speaker reception on Friday night, which it's kind of a funny story. So we have 3 of our speakers all live in the same apartment complex. So there's these new, that's called the Country Club Towers. Luke, Joel, and Jean all live there. And so it's a really nice apartment complex that they just put up like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, over on Spear and Downing. And they have a really nice fifth floor. I guess you would call it like a community floor. And that's where we're going to have the VIP speaker reception.
Okay.
So, yeah, so that'll be fun. So that's Friday night, and then Saturday we have the full day event at Metro State, and then following the event, so the event's from 9 to 6, and then we're going to do a networking cocktail reception from 6 to 8 right there on site at Metro State.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, and again, you want to meet these people. You want to pick up some of this wonderful energy. You want to see how people can do an event like this. This is actually just going to it is an experience. If you do events, or you want to do events, or you want to be in events, this is an exposure to a different way of being that's much more community collaboration oriented. And Erin, you've done just an incredible job of bringing masters in, and I just can't thank you enough. It's just, I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited. I do want to say to anybody that's thinking about coming, if you grab your tickets, use promo code SAVE25, and you can save $25.
Okay.
And if you get on our Facebook Live this afternoon and share it out and tag someone you think that would be interested in coming, then you'll be entered to win not only a free general admission ticket, but Be Live as one of our sponsors is giving away 6 months access to Be Live.
Wow.
So it's like a win-win if you win.
All of you want to do, but Be Live. That's what the platform we're on right now. And I was a beta tester because of Joel.
Yep.
And it wasn't as good as it is now.
Yeah, oh my gosh, Be Live has come so far from what they were when I first started using it to what they're doing now. And they just released recently a new feature where you can record not live, so you could record like we could be recording a podcast right now, and then you could repurpose it for a podcast. Again, going back to that.
And that way you can make sure you can keep redoing it if you have to.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little bit of an exposure here, but I kind of figure like it's all about the goodness, right? We're just sharing as much of the goodness as we can. Okay, so Erin, the best way for them to know about this is to go to the socialmediadaydenver.com.
Yep.
And then also to follow you, Erin Sell, on Facebook. If you can't be friends, you can follow her and see what she's doing, because you want to see what she's doing. She's doing cool stuff. And she's always got cool people around her because she's doing cool stuff. And the idea of all of us being together and getting to meet people, some of the best people in the industry.
For sure.
Yay. Thank you so much. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to share about how they should get a hold of you, or something I should put in the comments?
Just socialmediadaydenver.com, use the promo code SAVE25, and be there on October 5th at Metro State. It's going to be fun.
Yes, this is so great. Okay, well, and then are you connected with other Social Media Day events? So if you don't live in Denver or in Colorado and you can't come to ours, which I'm so sorry.
So a lot of them have already happened because we're late this year. So the official Social Media Day that was started by Mashable in 2010 is actually June 30th.
Oh.
So we have normally done our event in like June, around June 30th, but I thought I was going to be out of the country this year. I ended up not, but so we moved it because I didn't think I was going to be here. Yeah, so
it just works.
So most, like I said, most of the other ones are done, but that doesn't mean you can't
Go.
attend next year. So
Right.
I mentioned San Diego. Tyler Anderson does the one in San Diego. I know there's one in Houston. There's Social Media Week Lima. That's around the same, like, June timeframe. I actually just spoke at Social Media Week Coeur d'Alene in Idaho. That was in June.
Is there one in Canada? Is it just a
I
US?
don't know. No, they have, I mean, people do stuff all over the world. I would say if you are somewhere else, just look, go Google social media day and wherever you are.
Because I
I
know
mean,
there's
I've seen
people.
stuff in like Peru and Spain, and I'm there. It's all over. People do it all over.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
we need translators to go to the one in Peru. But anyway,
Yeah.
so come to the one in Denver. And if you're local, this is something that you don't want to miss this. This could change your trajectory of how successful you are connecting with your customers, offering your services, and making a big difference in the world. And by all means, you don't want to miss it. You just
I
don't.
agree. Be there.
So, okay. Well, thank you so much, Erin. I'll post this everywhere, and please let me know if there's anything else I can do to help you get it out. I've got an email list and stuff. I'll be happy to help if I can.
Awesome.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you. Thanks for having me on, and thanks everybody for being here and listening to us chat all things social media.
Oh, yeah. And once you go to this webpage and read the bios on these people, you'll see why we're so excited. I mean, this is like a fan club. Really, if you're in social media and you want to learn from the people that are at the top of the game, we are so lucky. Thank you so much, Erin, for what you've done. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna rock.
All
Thanks.
right.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.